Yo, welcome back. I haven't posted in like a month, or even 2 months maybe. So, if you left, I don't blame you. But I'm back. Sorry I haven't been posting. I've been doing stuff with school and just life in general. But I'm back. I have some good content just ready to just be posted. So, what I'm gonna be doing today is another episode of What Are You Doing With Your Life? This one I'm gonna write another chapter of my fan fiction. So the first episode of writing my fan fiction, I had my friend Rachel. The second one I was alone. I was like, yeah, you know what? It was fine, but like, what better way to do episode 3 than with another dork? Please welcome Drew. He's back. You might remember him from our Super Gaming Bros episode. Funny story. We were actually gonna film a video where we were gaming again, but like something happened with like the software or something. But we are back. Alright, so I haven't told Drew this, by the way. So this is his first time hearing it. But here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna write my chapter. And basically what I'm gonna ask you to do, like throughout like the process of just me writing the chapter, is I'm just gonna ask you to just throw in random characters or just plots for just the story. So for example, it's about Starburst Minis, but maybe you can add like the Twizzlers, who's like another popular,
or Skittles,
or like anything, something like that. I want you to do that. Just make it super, just random, but make it flow with the story.
Oh yeah, I can make things flow and be random.
Yes.
And I'm also thinking about candy, basically 24/7.
Because you're fat.
No, I will admit that.
Yeah. But that's what's gonna happen. So you guys, when I read the chapters out loud, so to speak, I'm just gonna tell you our thought process, basically. My thought process, because I'm gonna be writing it, but he's gonna be like, like, hey, maybe you should do this. So like I said, I'm gonna explain the thought process, and we're gonna like it. It's gonna be a great video. So, are you ready?
I'm already did.
I'm ready. Let's go. Alrighty, so we finished writing chapter 3. So basically, what we're gonna do is just like the other episodes. I'm gonna read all the chapters so that nothing's confusing to anyone. And yeah, just explain my thought process for any of the parts. And Drew, first off, thank you for helping me.
My pleasure, dude.
You guys are gonna enjoy this one. So without further ado, let's start with chapter 1. Chapter 1, Sugar Rush. It was senior year. 3 days in, I was already the school's top fatty. As I dreadfully anticipated 4th period, I thought, I wonder what's gonna be on the lunch menu today. As the bell rung, I dashed out of the classroom, ran down the hall, made a sharp left, accidentally hit my head on a doorframe because I'm a 7'5" alpha male, Division I commit, University of Kentucky basketball player. Then it hit me. The doorframe. JK, LOL, get pranked. I whispered under my breath, that hurt like butt cheeks. Also, there were a lot of commas in that sentence. Moving on. I finally made it into the cafeteria. I dropped my bags off at the table and made my way into the lunch line. As usual, I was the first in line. I got the usual Thursday order, a sloppy Joe, coleslaw, and a Monster energy drink. I made my way to the cash register, and there she was, Starburst Minis, unwrapped. The unwrapped part's important.
Yes.
Because there's Starburst Minis that you just get in the bag, but
yeah.
Unwrapped. Whoa! She was the most beautiful thing I've ever encountered. I picked her up and stared at her for a while. I paid for her, as well as the rest of the food, and made my way back to the table. I didn't open her. I just stared, because I'm cool like that. The bell rang for a second time, and I had to continue with my classes. After school, I took the bus home. I ran inside, opened my backpack, and pulled her out. We talked for hours. Alright, so Drew, what are your first impressions of the first chapter? Like it so far?
I honestly think that he's that's funny that he's the school's top fatty and he's 7'5".
Exactly.
And also that he hit his head on the door frame.
Yes. It's very important. Starburst Minis Unwrapped. So, honestly, like, my thought process for this was just, like, be as weird as fan fictions can get. Like, I'm already writing about, a love story between a fatty and, Starburst Minis Unwrapped. So there's nothing much to really explain for this one. Just me being weird. So, yeah. Chapter 2, the intros. So, what do you like to do for fun? Those were the first words Starburst Minis Unwrapped said to me. I knew from that moment that she meant business. Honestly, I didn't want anything too big, just someone I can eat nuggies and cuddle with. You like nuggies with the homie? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I like eating. I'm tall, so I play basketball, and I like video games. I'm the youngest of 3, and my dreams are to find the perfect love for me. Oh my gosh. Starburst Minis Unwrapped interrupted. Did you see Becky today? I was confused. I mean, high school is just supposed to be when you figure out your life and stuff. I think I see a future with her. I'm just waiting for the first kiss. Caleb, do I make you happy? I never really thought about that. We've only been talking for 4 hours, and I shoved her in my backpack. And I haven't done that with anyone else, so I guess she does. I first saw you, and I was at a loss for words. You were the most beautiful girl in school, and I see a future with you, so, yes. I know this is crazy, but will you go out with me? Of course I will. How about this Friday? Pick me up at 7:30, and don't be late. Alright, thoughts, Drew? Chapter 2. Strong continuation from Chapter 1.
Odd way of love. She goes to saying, Caleb, do I make you happy? And then he didn't even think about it. All he did was just talk with her for 4 hours, but before that, shoved her in his backpack. Like, what the heck? You couldn't at least put her in your pocket?
I think Caleb is just trying to be fat,
Probably.
Fatties live their life, man. Like, you should know. Oh! Roasted.
It is true.
It's a daily roast I have to give for Drew.
Yep. It's the usual thing that happens.
Yeah. All right. So this is the one we just wrote today. I'm very excited for this one. I like this one. It's not my favorite, but it is. I like this one. So yeah, I'm gonna read it all. I'm gonna explain the thought process for everything, and just Drew's gonna give his little input of it, and we're gonna call it a video. All right. So chapter 3, the first date. After school, I rushed home and got ready for my big first date. I was scared, but as long as I used Axe body spray, I knew I would at least smell ready. Since I'm 7'5", I tripped down the stairs. If you ask me what my height has to do with me tripping, I would drop kick you in the face. Anyways, back to the juicy stuff. As soon as it was 7:15, I rushed to her house and rang the doorbell. When she answered, I immediately thought to myself, dear Lord, she looks like she got hit by the Hype House tour bus. I don't know why I put a New York accent, but I just did. Since Starburst Minis Unwrapped was a bag of candy, the makeup made her look like Miranda Sings. But being my normal self, I went with it because I'm cool like that. We drove to Red Lobster and got our seat. Service was surprisingly quick for a Red Lobster. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but the waiter happened to be none other than Mr. Butterfingers himself. Like I was dummy thick, but I ain't trying to start that homo bullcrap at a Red Lobster. After we ordered, Starburst Minis Unwrapped, and I started to have a deep conversation about life and love. She told me about Butterfingers. He was her crush. He was D1 commit like myself, but only for football instead of basketball. He was popular, but one day he broke her heart. After that, I paid for the food and we decided to leave. I'll meet you in the car, said Starburst Minis Unwrapped. Hey, baby girl, you look like a snack. Maybe because I am a snack, Butterfingers. What do you want? I want you back. Here's my number. Call me. When she got in the car, we drove back to her house. During the car ride, we made some simple conversation. Alright, that's all I got right now. So, a little bit about chapter 3. So, yeah, so he got home, prepared for this first date. She said, pick me up at 7:30. And yeah, 7:15, he got up to his car and rang the doorbell. And it says, "Dear Lord," she looks like she got hit by the Hype House tour bus. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but one of the YouTubers that's like really popular right now designed like a tour bus for the Hype House right now. That's like been like a big like thing going around. So I decided to use that. Another thing that I missed is the first sentence where it says, I was scared, or the second sentence, it says, I was scared, but as long as I use Axe body spray, I knew I would at least smell ready. So if you don't have Spotify Premium, you get ads in between songs, and this is a one I get all the time. It's like, Axe, smell ready. So I just decided to throw that in because like it's such like an annoyance to me just as non-Spotify Premium member. So did you get the Axe reference?
Yeah, I knew Axe was a body spray, and I actually hear it is quite effective in reducing sweat.
Yes, sir. You always got them sweaty bags after gym class. You got all right. So yeah, Mr. Butterfingers. Butterfingers was the candy we decided to throw in here. He's like a competition, I guess. We'll find out about chapter 4. What happens. And yeah, my guy was dummy thick, but I ain't trying to start that homo bullcrap at a Red Lobster. Honestly, like. This was just like the funniest sentence of like the whole thing. It's just like he dummy thick. That was pretty much it. But, yeah. So he talks to her. He's like, "Hey, baby, you look like a snack." She's like, "Maybe I am a snack." And he's trying to get her back. So we'll find out what happens. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
First of all, the end is definitely filled with suspense. Like, it's going to leave people wondering what's going to happen. Like, are Caleb and Mr. Butterfingers, or we'll just call him Butterfingers, are the two of them going to fight, or are they just, or do stuff to win her? There's major suspense right now.
Good. Yeah, honestly, good progress so far with this fan fiction. Thank you so much again for helping me, thinking of some ideas with me, writing with me, jamming out with me, eating some Twizzlers, and drinking Sprite with me. Yeah, you'll be back for sure.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Be on the lookout for Drew. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, subscribe, share this with your friends. Try to get me to like 50 subs, like, soon, please. Yeah. Before school starts, give me to 50 subs. And school starts Monday, so do it. Again, thank you guys for watching. And I will be back with more videos. Peace.
See?